Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy, or wherever this video ends up at. This time of year, it's hard to plan because, like, so many just random things can happen at any time when it comes down to a trade and stuff, right, man? But for today's video, we got an article by Bleacher Report titled One Trade Idea for Every NBA Team Before the Deadline. I'll let you guys know, man, that after the deadline does pass, by the way, I do plan on doing like a 2 or 3 hour live stream here on this channel, Extra Crispy. So, yeah, be around for that, unless you're in school or something like that. I do apologize, man. But, then after that, over on Bleacher Report, their YouTube channel, I'm going to have my video of me grading all the trades. So that should be a lot of fun here. So let's go ahead and get going on this. One trade idea for every NBA team before the deadline. Now, obviously, guys like CJ have been traded already, so we'll probably gloss over that one. But, yeah, article about 2 days old, so should hold up pretty well. Here we go. Atlanta Hawks. We got Gary Harris for Gallinari, a 2023 second-round pick. I like it. Gary Harris, 3-and-D type of guy, would be nice in the backcourt with Trae Young. It seems that, you know, the backcourt players for the Hawks are so offensive driven, so getting a little D up in there, two-man wouldn't be bad. And then Gallinari, he's probably get bought out or something. But you get a draft pick, though, so there's something. Next up, we got the Boston Celtics. Harrison Barnes, Alex Len for Al Horford, and a lottery protected pick. Interesting trade, I suppose. I mean, Al Horford, I think, has a team option. Now that they have Sabonis on the team, I guess, like, Al Horford could kind of fit next to Sabonis, but it would be kind of a slow lineup, though, for sure. And I don't really like giving up draft picks all too much either. But, I mean, like, well, I guess the Kings are getting a draft pick back. But Harrison Barnes does work with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And Alex Len is a guy at the center position that plays basketball, so for whatever that's worth. Okay, I guess they got Robert Williams already, so that's fine. Next up, we got the Brooklyn Nets. Second-round pick for Paul Millsap and a second-round pick. I mean, bro, Paul Millsap is, like, such a needle mover for me right now, man. Like, I love Paul Millsap back from Utah Jazz days, man. I remember him, backing up Boozer and Okur and stuff like that, and breaking out on his own as a player than obviously the Hawk days, but, I'd rather the Bulls go for, like, Thaddeus Young or something, man, to be honest. Next up, we got the Charlotte Hornets. This is going to be Jakob Poeltl for Mason Plumlee, Kai Jones, and some second-round picks. So Jakob Poeltl is a starting caliber center. He's actually one of the better, like, defensive anchors in the NBA at that center position. So by doing this, the Spurs will let go of a guy that's kind of in that veteran territory. What is he, about 25, 26 now, I think, for Jakob. Mason Plumlee is just like a filler for right now for them. Kai Jones, bit of a rebuild piece maybe, and some picks is always nice. And, yeah, the Hornets get their guy. I like the trade. All right, next up we have the Chicago Bulls. Dennis Schroeder, Bruno Fernando for Troy Brown Jr. and a second-round pick. I would say this trade, it doesn't really fit, like, the need that I want, the Bulls to go after, which is that power forward position. Now, I do know that Patrick Williams could be back at some point, but it's why I want them to go for, like, a Thaddeus Young so much. Or I guess even a Paul Millsap. But Dennis Schroeder, so I like Kobe White already. Lonzo Ball is going to be back eventually, so I feel like that would maybe give a bit of a guard rotation type of issue. Not to mention also having, like, Caruso and, Zach LaVine and guys like that incorporation into the lineup. So, yeah, don't know if I like the trade too much for the Bulls in this case. Next up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Robin Lopez for Kevin Pangos, Ed Davis, and a pick. All right, so the Cavs get a backup veteran center. Not bad. It's fine. Next up, we got the Dallas Mavericks. This is going to be Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier for Dwight Powell, Sterling Brown. So it looks like in this case, the Knicks are going to get off, Evan Fournier's contract and everything. I don't think Dwight Powell's contract's ridiculous. Kemba Walker, has got a pretty, well, I think it's a good deal. If Kemba Walker can play at Kemba Walker, it's a great deal, but that's been the issue is that he's been a liability on defense, which I guess goes back to the Charlotte days anyway, and then offensively, he's been all right at times, but I do like him, as like a third option, maybe even a fourth option, I would say. I don't really know what's going to happen with Tim Hardaway for the rest of the season, but I think he's out for the year maybe. But, yeah, regardless, like Kemba playing with, Kristaps and Luka, I think it could work. Plus, you add Evan Fournier, who is a certified bucket, man. Next up, we have the Denver Nuggets. Derek Favors for JaMychal Green, Campasso, and a second-round pick. Nice veteran center put behind Jokic. No issues with that. Little extra height. That's cool. Here we got the Detroit Pistons. This is going to be Mo Bamba for Diallo and 2 second-round picks. I ain't going to lie, man. I like Hammy time. Like, Diallo's cool and everything. My issue is that I don't really know how Diallo fits into, like, the long term. You know, if Killian and Cade is the backcourt, You got Sadiq Bey out there. You assume the Pistons draft a forward, probably, maybe a shooting guard, I guess, in the draft. But like Mo Bamba, I mean, Isaiah Stewart's fine, but I haven't seen enough quite yet. Where, especially for the second half or the last portion of the season, I wouldn't mind giving a chance to Mo Bamba. I actually like this trade. I do like it. I'll take Mo in Mo in the Motor City, man. Yo, oh, it's meant to be. Mo in the Motor City. I like it. Okay, Golden State Warriors. We got Kendrick Williams for Moses Moody. So, big time W for the Thunder and getting Moses Moody. You know, obviously a lottery pick and everything. But also the Warriors, Kendrick Williams, like, he's actually would fit in pretty damn nicely with the team. This is the guy that's definitely more focused on defense, got the length and everything, can knock down three-point shot. So it's definitely more of a this guy can help us right now type of move, which I don't know if the Warriors really need that, where I would give up the potential of a Moses Moody, but yeah, man. Next up we got, yeah, man. Houston Rockets. Rui Hachimura, Aaron Holiday, out of UCLA, I believe. I thought he was going to be like a 24 game scorer point guard, I ain't going to lie, man. He was in college. But for DJ Augustine and a first-round pick. So the Wizards losing Bradley Beal. We don't really know what his future holds. So this does give them, a rebuild piece in a first-round pick. And Rui Hachimura, fits in pretty nicely with the future of what the Houston Rockets want to do. Him next to either Sengun or Christian Wood I would think would work out pretty nicely. I like the trade. All right, next up we got the Indiana Pacers. So this is going to be Joe Harris, Nick Claxton in exchange for Miles Turner. So I assume that this actually was traded before this bonus trade. So by doing this right here, I don't think Turner's going to get traded. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to have a chance to flourish as the official starting center for the team. Now, I know he played center, but, talking about dude CSB, big Pacer fan, rebuild god and everything, man. He said that Miles Turner, defensively was the center, but offensively was the power forward. So this is going to allow Miles Turner to play center full-time for the Pacers. So, yeah, I don't see them doing this now. Next up, we got the Clippers. Jonas Valanciunas for Serge Ibaka, Luke Kennard, second-round pick. I do like the shooting of Luke Kennard, next to Zion. That definitely works. Serge Ibaka is cool, man. Jonas Valanciunas does give, the Clippers a very underrated but very good center, too. A guy that really could be that third dude next to Kawhi and Paul George when they're all healthy and everything. Oh, and they got Norman Powell already? Yeah, that's interesting. Not a bad trade. Getting some picks is nice, too, man. I think I might ask for like a protected first round pick though, because Jonas Valanciunas he's that dude. He's pretty damn good. Next up we got the Lakers. If it ain't Westbrook, I don't want to see it. Justin Holiday. Okay, so this can't be done because Justin Holiday's already on the Kings now, so we're just gonna skip this one. But yeah, Russell Westbrook for Saban Lee and a third round draft pick. We'll take it. Okay, and y'all buy a Westbrook too. We need to match his contract. I don't know, man. Okay, we got the Memphis Grizzlies. Terrence Ross for Jarrett Culver. John, I believe that's Conchar, in a first-round pick, top 20 protected. Grizzlies are the real deal, man. You get one of the better bench scorers, historically in the NBA. And Terrence Ross, I love adding that to the team, and you're not really giving up too much here. Jarrett Culver, he might be a bust. I still think there's time. He's still pretty damn young. I think the Magic gives him a good chance to play. Next up, we got the Miami Heat. Jeremy Grant for Duncan Robinson, Toaster Strusel, and Amari Yurtseven. Okay, so I love Jeremy Grant on the Heat. He would be, if he went to the Heat for this trade, the Heat would be my favorite, at least in the East. Maybe them in the championship, man. Like, he just fits that team. Ooh, he fits really nice, man. Him and Bam and Jimmy, that defense. Oh, man. What I don't like as a Piston fan is I don't like Duncan Robinson's contract. I just don't. It reminds me very similarly to like a Davis Bertans, who is like, yeah, you got all this money to shoot, but that's really all you're doing. If you ain't shooting it, then you're kind of liability on the court. Max Strus is cool. Amari Yurtseven, I actually liked him in Summer League quite a bit, so I wouldn't mind giving him a chance in Detroit either, but interesting trade. Not huge on Duncan Robinson's contract, though, man. I say that as a Michigan fan. Like, I loved him, in Michigan and everything, but next up, we got the Milwaukee Bucks. Mike Muscala for Ronnie Hood, Semi Ojale, and a second-round pick. Guess Mike Muscala, can stretch things out for Giannis. That would actually kind of work, for Giannis to play some more center, too. That would actually be a good lineup, like that type of thing. Next up, we got the T-Wolves. Marcus Dumb. JK, it's smart, man. For Patrick Beverly, Jaden McDaniels. It's fine. I think that's the best way. It's fine. I kind of like Patrick Beverly in Minnesota. And I like Marcus Smart in the Celtics. I don't think they got to get traded for each other. Next up, we have the Pelicans. This is going to be, okay, so oh, look at that. I mean, this wasn't the exact trade, but he predicted it. He predicted CJ going to the Pelicans, so Shout out to, I believe, Greg was his name on doing this. So, yeah, there we go. Great trade. For the most part, as far as, like, it wasn't Jackson Hayes, it was Alexander Walker and stuff, but still, good prediction. Next up, we got the Knicks. Knicks getting De'Aaron Fox for Julius Randle, Kemba Walker. If the Kings did this trade after trading away Haliburton, I'm pretty sure they would just sell the team to Seattle at that point. So, yeah, I don't see De'Aaron Fox getting traded now that we know Haliburton's gone for sure. Next, we got the OKC Thunder, Jackson Hayes for Ty Jerome. I like the trade right here. The Thunder currently have, like, Derek Favors on the team. They have this opportunity to really, like, give, even get, like, a Marvin Bagley or something like that. Just, like, a low-risk, high-reward type of big guy who is a bit younger a chance. So, yeah, man, Jackson Hayes would definitely get a chance to do some things over for OKC with the minutes. For the Magic, we got Precious Achiuwa, God bless. Goran Dragic and a first-round pick for Terrence Ross. Robin Lopez. Yeah, the Raptors getting a little bit additional, scoring in Terrence Ross. Fine trade in Magic. Rebuild piece in Achiuwa, although he's been, I think, statistically, like, the worst player in the NBA. I think I read that somewhere. But a pick's nice. Next up, we got the 76ers. So here we got Sixers getting Dinwiddie, KCP, Avila, Corey Kispert, some picks for Ben Simmons. So right now, this is a trade with Washington, not with, because I'm thinking about the Nets for some reason. But, Ben Simmons and Kyle Kuzma on the team together, that would be, man, I would need like a reality TV show, man. I don't know, man. Keeping up with the NBA Kardashians or something. Did Kuzma date a Kardashian? No, he didn't. He might have. That seems like a Kuzma thing. I know Ben Simmons did. I know Blake Griffin did too. Y'all can sign him too, man. Bring back, Coach Humphries, man. Chris Humphries can be the coach. I think he used to actually play for the Wizards. Next up, we got the Suns. Josh Hart for Jalen Smith, Dario Saric. Interesting. I don't know if I love Jalen Smith next to Zion Williamson, but I do like Josh Hart as just like a hustle, rebound type of, guard/forward, man. So, yeah, they're not a bad trade for the Suns, at least. Portland Trailblazers. Actually, I wouldn't even mind Josh Hart small ball forward. Like, that could definitely work, too, with how he rebounds. Next up, we got the Trailblazers. This is going to be Mason Plumlee and a pick for Nurkic. So, yeah, the Hornets get a better type of center in Nurkic, and the Trailblazers get a pick on a team that looks like they're trying to give themselves some financial flexibility. I think Plumlee's got a little bit of a better contract than Nurkic does anyway. Although Nurkic might be expiring, too. But getting a pick wouldn't be bad. Okay, next up, we got the Kings. I see Josh Jackson. That's fine. Josh Jackson, Trey Lyles, Marvin Bagley, sign me up. I'm doing it. I like it. I like it for Detroit. And Sacramento, Josh Jackson been good at times. Trey Lyles actually been solid this season, too. Next up, we got the Spurs. Second round pick to the Pelicans for Thaddeus Young. I mean, the Pelicans second round pick should be pretty decent. Oh, no, I guess it's via the Utah Jazz, so it's not going to be a good pick. I mean, you could just insert trade Thaddeus Young for draft pick here. I don't think it has to specifically be the Pelicans. Next up, we got the Raptors. It's going to be Alec Burks, Nerlens Noel. Okay, that was the Raptors, right? So, yeah, I actually do like Nerlens Noel on the Raptors. That's actually pretty good for center. Alec Burks can play multiple positions, and the Knicks get a pick out of it. And they get a veteran Goran Dragic and Precious Achiuwa, who, plays basketball, man. Sometimes. It's questionable if he does or not. But, yeah, okay, next we got the Utah Jazz. Kenrich Williams for Joe Ingles, Azubuike, Hughes, or Azubuike. Buike. Elijah Hughes, and a second-round pick. So, yeah, Joe Ingles injured out for the season. Kenrich Williams, maybe you could call him like a poor man's Joe Ingles to an extent. I don't think he's quite the ball handler that Joe Ingles is, but he's got the defense, got the three-point shot. And yeah, man. Okay, next up, or finally, we got the Washington Wizards. It's going to be a bonus trade, which isn't going to happen because I'm the Kings now, man. So that is all we have for this video. Let me know what you guys think about these trades. What's one trade you want to see happen before the deadline is up? Like I said, man, expect that live stream, about 2 to 3 hour live stream. Eastern time, I think 3 p.m. is the deadline, so expecting around noon to 1, something like that, man. But that's all we got. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.